Well, hey everyone, it's Marcus, and welcome to more chatting in my jungle room. I'm heading down to Glenelg today, where I'm speaking to an incredible artist. He's going to be doing some incredible stuff very soon, which we're going to find out about. But first of all, please, everyone, welcome Lenny. Lenny, hey, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm good. I'm beautiful. The sun's shining.
It's a
Adelaide feels
good
good today.
day in
Thank you.
Adelaide, right? From one Adelaidean to another,
It has.
have some good
It's been a
vibes.
horrible week lead up, but it's a beautiful day.
I know. I was almost thinking that we were going to miss spring, go from winter straight into summer, but then all of
Yeah,
a sudden we get a day like today. Awesome stuff. But you know what? We
literally.
could talk about the weather and sport and all that kind of stuff forever, or indoor plants. But let's talk
Yeah.
about music because you are going to be part of Interplay at Nexus Arts venue with Nalia. Also
Mm,
on the 15th of November, which is just a week and a half away, not far away at all.
not at
Um,
all.
are you looking forward to it?
I am. I'm really excited. I love being out live. I love connecting with people. So when I got the opportunity, I thrive on it. The interplay show's just been a whole year of building up, being an interplay artist. And Nyla, I've never seen her live, so I'm really looking forward to see what she does with her band. Heard so many great things and had a rehearsal with my band last night. Bringing some new fresh vibes and
Yeah.
it just feels good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to just to being on that stage and just sharing whatever I've been working up to, this year with
Nexus
good
Arts
people.
venue really brings some incredible artists onto that stage, very like, worldly kind of artists as well, really quite diverse in the style
Yeah.
of music that people present. I've seen some incredible stuff there. Love the venue. And I like the intimacy of that space as well. It's like sitting in their arts in the artist lounge room.
Absolutely. And I think that's the other reason I'm looking forward to it too, because yeah, I really want to kind of work that intimacy environment with the songs. So, tailor the songs to do something creative on that stage. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to how the songs and the performance will translate in an intimate room with just good energy. So,
So,
really
Lenny,
pumped.
born in Chile, but you moved to Adelaide, Australia, when you were two. How much of your music is influenced still by your Chilean background?
Yeah, I love that question because it's something I'm still trying to figure out and process, to be honest.
Yep.
Look, I think my whole music journey and life and the hustle, the hustle is influenced from my roots. My whole mission, I think, is really influenced by where I come from. Music wise, I've always been influenced by, the music and the energy of South America and Chile.
Mm.
Kind of the survival resistance, like it makes something beautiful out of difficult times.
Yep.
That's really a strong part of Chile. So yeah, it's definitely part of me. Like in terms of like language and the sound and that it's my next chapter. Like I really want to bring that into not yet, but it's slowly coming in, but I really want to kind of grasp more of that and bring it out through my music. So it's something I've been letting kind of simmer in me, and I really want to bring more of my language and the more of the sound of Chile definitely through my music. But it's always part of there, just
Yep.
it's coming, in a
Have you
in a
been
stronger
back
way.
to Chile recently to visit
Yeah, look,
your family?
well, it's 10 years now, man. It feels recently, but time, I don't know if the world we're living in is just,
Yep.
going, time's just like going so quick, but it feels recent. I went back, I think it's about 10 years ago, for the first time. And it was amazing. It was incredible. It was very emotional, moving. It's like I'd never left, even though I left when I was 2 years old. But, everyone kind of knew me as that baby, and
Yeah.
we've always kind of stayed in touch in the family, but to be there, it felt like, yeah, it felt like being home, but I'd missed 20 odd years of
Yep.
being there. So it was a kind of a bit of a surreal moment, but I just felt like I just popped back into the family, and it was like my big fat Greek wedding, man, like, just cousins and grandmas and aunties. It's just like 4 or 5 generations in one house. Everyone's crammed into the rooms, celebrating, talking, chaos. Yeah, it was just a whole glimpse of the culture, man.
And that's what it is all about. So,
Yeah.
do you come from a musical family?
Not so much musical or mum and dad. Like my dad's a poet, incredible poet. My mum's incredibly creative.
Yep.
Um, I'm sure if they got the chance, they would have had more music. But the truth is, my parents were busy surviving. they brought up in the coup, the Pinochet coup. So it was all about, trying to survive. But my dad definitely through his poetry has influenced my
Oh,
lyricism. My
wow.
mum is really creative. Always made me and my sister like with crafts. Like she made my own drum kit, helped me make my own first drum kit and guitar, and we did puppet shows. I never got to have a PlayStation or a computer. It was always creativity. So the arts, I think my parents have music so much. My mum always played records and Santana and all of that. And then, like when I came here at 2 years old, my external family wasn't like my blood family, but they were involved in the community I grew up with was always music and arts and drama. And I was lucky to have Sister Janet growing up with me, as a kind of a grandma figure. I don't know if many people know her, but she's like, a nun, like Sister Act, like the first nun that got a gold record, I think,
Love.
out of Australia. So, growing up with that in my life, I did have music, but it was in different forms. Art, came into my
So,
life.
staying in the early days for a little bit, who were some of the people that you were listening to that were really inspiring you and, driving yourself into this kind of career?
Yeah, I think like early on as a kid, it was like for me, like my mum's records collections, like listening to Santana was
Yeah.
incredible. It was almost that Latin, but also the Western, like the rock. The
Yeah.
Latin rock was the bridging of two cultures, which for me was powerful because I come from two worlds, different worlds. So that inspired me, man. Carlos Santana was a huge
Oh,
inspiration for me, like picking up the
incredible.
guitar and the way he just used music to bridge cultures and people. And also in a spiritual sense, I really love the strong spirituality that came out of his music. And, just listening to like Paul Simon records, I love that. And of course, like the Beatles, growing up when I was a kid, like listening to the Beatles, watching those movies, The Help. And that's where I was inspired to make my first drum kit and play along to the Beatles movies.
Man.
All of those little influences, and even Jesus Christ Superstar, that watching that musical, like just the
Yeah.
music, the rock. As an early age, those were the kind of things that just got me excited about music.
So with the show that
Yeah.
you're doing at Nexus Arts on the 15th of November, what can we expect from the show? What are we going to be hearing?
Yeah, look, I've got a new EP on the way,
Yes.
which I'm
When does that
excited
come out?
about. Well, it's coming out early next year.
Awesome.
Early next year. So, look in February, March, it's coming out, but it's already the first single's coming out quite soon, which I guess we'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, the show for me is kind of like introducing my next chapter, which is my next EP.
Yep.
I go like life, we all go through different seasons, so there's a different bunch of songs which tell a different story of what the different chapters that I've gone through in the last few years. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to just sharing these new songs, different vibe, different energy, exploring the way I perform music with a different live format.
Yep.
So I've gone from band to live to solo, and yeah, just exploring the both now. So yeah, it's just going to be a bit of fun exploring different ways of sharing my music with these new songs.
It almost sounds like the evening is going to be a sneak peek album launch. I
It
like it.
is, yeah, yeah, it is. It actually is. It's like, yeah, I think it's just going to be an album listening party, kind of, for the public. So I'm excited about it.
It'll be,
I've been wanting to share these songs for a long time.
oh, I adore
Yeah,
it. Already
yeah.
looking forward to it because I will be there. I am
You gonna
coming
be
along.
there? Yes.
Hey, so what does music actually mean to you? Like when you're sitting down playing your music or listening to music, what does it mean to you and what does it do for you as a human?
Yeah, man. Music's life for me. I think like music for me, I think the best word I can say is like healing. Like music is healing for me. Especially like the last EP and this one, it's a healing journey, like kind of making sense of the world, healing,
Yep.
through everything you go through life, finding understanding and yeah, bridging kind of that understanding between what you're going through in the world for me. Yeah, music's healing, and that's what I really I enjoy bringing that kind of spiritual, even like meditative meditation, all those kind of elements into music. How can I bring that in? Because that's what I need at the moment, and I'm sure that's what the world needs. So yeah, I think music for me is just kind of life, man. It's life.
And look, I mean, I do know that you work from the soul. You're all about the spirit. You're working from the inside out, which is, in
Mm.
my estimation, the only way you should be able to the way that you should create anything. But obviously working on this new music that is about to come out next year that we will be hearing this year. What was the driving force behind this new body of work for you?
Man, I think definitely for now, just to get it out in the world, it's what's going on in the world, man. Like for me, just seeing all the things that are going on in the world. I think the division, the suffering and all of that. The whole mission is more love. So that was really driving me. I really want to do this because I want to put more love out into the world.
Yep.
So I think that's just it, man. I just want to put more love, and like my contribution is through music. And I think it helps me because I need, no one's perfect. I've got a lot of things I need to heal and become better as a human being. So I'm sure that multiply that by 7 billion people. If we all do that inner work, hopefully the world can become a better place. So that's really what's driving me now. How can we, from small things, make a big difference in the world with more love? More love, baby.
Damn. Leni, can you not ever stop what you do and just do it louder and make
I'm trying.
everyone like get on board with Leni's music? Because like seriously, this is exactly what the world needs.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thanks,
one
man.
last quick question for you.
Yeah.
Is collaborations. Is there someone that you would
Yes.
love to work with in the future?
Oh man, it's crazy you say that. I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest, man. There's already a couple of people I'm collaborating that were already like I really want to work with them and manifested that. And I'm just gonna quickly just give them a little shout out if you don't mind. Like,
Yeah.
Moju's an incredible artist that when I was coming up, I really looked up to Moju and through the world and Instagram, we connected with music and we got a collab that features on this EP, which is incredible. And there's other incredible artists that I've been lucky to collab on with this project and the journey at the moment. But if I was to put another name out there, man, there's so many incredible artists, man. I don't know, maybe I would say I'd love to do something with like Leon Bridges, like and an artist kind of a sense, like a collab. And then I'm also working with a lot of producers, so I don't know. There's too many, but I'd love to work with an incredible producer that inspires me at the moment.
And let's give
So
Santana a call as well, all right?
yeah, actually, no, you're right.
Do
No,
it.
you're what? You're right. I think I'd love to do a collab with Santana because like growing up, like listening to all these collabs on those albums, like Maria Maria and all he's the man of collabs.
Yep,
Man, I'd love to get on with
totally.
Santana and do a
Look,
track.
one of my favorite artists is Tina Turner. She did the most
Oh,
amazing collaboration with Santana. It was called The Game of Love. And so
yes,
when we get off this, listen to that. It will blow your mind. It came out just
yes,
after the collaboration he did with Rob Thomas, actually.
yes,
Remember Smooth? So yeah,
yes.
check out the duet, check out the collaboration he did with Tina Turner. You will freak. Amazing.
Amazing. And you know
Um,
what? While I quickly there, I just
yeah.
remembered of a producer I'd love to work with is JD.
Ah,
I don't know if you know JD worked with
yep.
incredible like soul R&B artists like Usher. All those huge tracks that came out of the 90s, those big R&B masterpieces. I would love to do a session with JD.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what? If you believe
Manifest.
it, it can happen.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
said the word manifest before,
Yeah.
and I'm all about that. Put it out there and it can come back.
I love your energy, man. I love your energy.
100%. Hey, can you promise me one thing? When the album
Yes.
comes out, we do another interview on the actual album itself. Yeah?
Oh, I would love that. I would love that. I'd love to be back. This is the first of many things that are coming out for me. So I'd love that. I appreciate being on people with the same vibe. I feel the love from
Lenny,
yourself. So
you are such a good human being,
yeah.
and I cannot
Yeah.
even wait to see you face to face on the
Yes.
15th of November at Nexus Arts Venue, everybody. I'm going to put the link for the tickets in this post, of course.
Yeah.
But Lenny, what an absolute delight. You know what? This
Thank
is
you.
the start of
Thank you so much.
many incredible conversations, and I look forward to hearing more and more of your music.
Thank you so much. And just a little quick thing is that this show that's coming up November 15th is a little soft launch for the first single that's coming out of on the EP called Self Confidence. So yeah, get along. And this is a crowd favorite. Self Confidence is one of my favorites. So we'll be celebrating that single just before it comes out into the universe.
Get all over
Yeah.
it, everybody. Lenny, have an amazing upcoming weekend. Fingers crossed the weather on the weekend is going to be as good as what it is
Ah,
Friday.
I'd love that. It's such a beautiful
And
day.
I will see you in just about a week and a half.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Big love,
Lenny.
peace and love, peace and love. Thank
Take
you. More
care.
love.